Hello, everybody. I hope you can see me and you can hear me and see my screen anyway. So if that's the case, if you could just type in the chat box that things are working as they should, you can see and hear me and we can proceed. I believe this is probably, well, not probably, this is definitely the most important video the most important webinar that I've ever done. So if you can let me know. Okay, that's great. Great to hear. I got quite a few people coming into the room already. I'm not going to delay too much because I know that if you're here on time, then why should you have to wait for the people that are late? So with that said, I'm going to proceed. Then it says the sound's very soft. I don't know whether I can do anything about that. Let me just see if I can do anything with that. We plugged in okay here. Let me just see if I can adjust it on the computer volume thing. Speakers, I don't want speakers. Device applications, Hangouts plugin. Can't find where it says for microphone. Let me. I don't know. Is that any better or is it the same? I've tried to up the volume a bit, but I don't know whether that's working. Let me just. What are we on? Recording devices. Headset microphone. Is that better? Is that any better now? Because some people say the sound is great, volume's fine. Okay, so if that's okay, we can proceed. I've got some slides, and in all honesty, the slides are there really just to help me, because what I want to do, I want to just talk to you honestly, man to man, man to woman, whatever you want to call it. I want to run this in the way that I want this business to run, and that is based totally on honesty. Let's get rid of the hype. Let's present people with genuine opportunity to change their lives and tell them what it's going to be, what they're going to have to do it, and how they're going to do it. So what my objective is in this webinar, I want to teach you how to promote any offer or opportunity and stand out from the crowd. Because if you don't stand out from the crowd, you're going to get the same results that the crowd's getting, and they're frankly rubbish. I mean, I speak to loads and loads, hundreds of people a week that come to me for advice, and they're all struggling because they've been told to do this and do that, and it's all crowd stuff, if you like. It's not what people that are making the money are doing. So you've got to be able to stand out from the crowd. I want to explain to you what you need in terms of tools. People say, oh, you don't need a website, you don't need this, you don't need. Listen, you're in business. If you were to open a shop you would need a counter, you would need a till, you would need a telephone, you would need shelves to put your stock on. You need tools. If you're in business, you need whatever that business needs. And they're not that expensive, but you need them. I want to explain to you the numbers behind a successful campaign and how it works and why people fail, and teach you so that you can understand what's happening with your own campaigns. And I want to explain to you why direct selling isn't an option for most people. It's fine for me. I've been doing it for 40 odd years, but most people can't do it, don't want to learn to do it, and frankly, it's of no interest to them. And so I want to go into that in a bit more depth. And above all, I want us to have some fun as well as learn things. I want us to have some fun. So if you're all okay with that and me talking to you in a straight, honest way, just stick some whys in the chat box. Let me know that that's okay with you, because this isn't going to be like a lot of the webinars that you've been on. So if I can see some, just type Y or something like that in the chat box to say that you're okay with me running things in that way. And let me just see that you're there and you're responding and things. Okay, thanks Maya, thanks Rune, thanks Victor. Okay, that's good. We got people coming in. Yeah, good. Because if people don't tell you honestly what you need and what you're going to have to do, how can they expect you to do it? And well, Frank, most people don't know. So that's what the objective is. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Okay, my name's Graham Frame. For those of you that don't know me, I've been making money online since 1998, most of that time as a hobby. But in 2007, I left my businesses in the States and we decided we're coming back to Europe. So I got rid of everything there. We had a reasonable amount of money, and I had an online business that was being run. So we were quite comfortable, and we flew to Ireland where we'd arranged to buy some property. And the deals all fell through for various reasons. Money started to dwindle, and I said, okay, look, we'll go somewhere else. And so after about 3 or 4 months in Ireland, which wasn't working out for us, we loaded everything up and we went to Italy. And we got to Italy, and we were still using the money, and I wasn't able to check on my online business very, very well while we were traveling. I could do it a bit, but not in the same way. I wasn't in total control of it. And eventually we bought a property in Italy. We just about managed to scrape enough together from what we had to buy a property in Italy. And the internet connection was really bad, but eventually I managed to get online and started tracing things, and the money disappeared. And basically what had happened is the payment processor that I'd been using, and they were called, I can't remember, SafePay, I think they were called, had emptied my account. Not only my account within SafePay, but also he'd had access to my bank account. They'd emptied that, and he disappeared off the face of the earth. And I got onto the DA and everything else to try and find out and get some cash back, and it had gone. So here I was with a property that we'd bought, which was in drastic need of remodeling, and I got no money. I was in a country where I wasn't classed as a resident, although I was allowed to live there. In Italy, if you don't have resident status, you pay more for utilities and things like that. And to get resident status, basically, you need money in the bank. That had all been taken away from me. I had no cash. I got a property, and basically, I was broke. I didn't even have money to put fuel in the car. I couldn't pay the utilities. The electricity was cut off. my skills in sales and talking to people, making sales, and being a consultant in sales and marketing were virtually eliminated because I didn't speak the language. So if you are struggling financially, I know what it's like. And maybe you've not even been as bad as that. Maybe you've never had your electric cut off. If you've got to live without electricity for um, a number of weeks, it didn't quite get to 2 months, but it was several weeks. You can't heat the water. We'd had no gas other than a gas cylinder for a little burner to heat stuff on a stove. That was a gas cylinder that we had, but we couldn't heat the water with the electrical. We didn't get the water cut off, fortunately. With no lights, no washing machines, no. Just think about it. Think about what your life would be like without electricity. It was this was me. I was back in caveman times, and so I know what it's like, and I know what it's like to struggle. But behind, with all that happening, I still had this amazing belief system that there was always enough money to go around. There was always a way of getting through things, and I managed to put things together and struggle through. Let's say this was about 2008, and I bought a program in 2008. It was a program that was just starting up, and I don't know whether you've ever been to these exhibitions and things, and you see some kitchen gadget and you, oh, that looks good, and you buy it, and you get home, and it goes in a drawer, and it never gets used. That was a bit like what I did with this program. Um, and I'll talk to you more about that later on, because occasionally when we're doing a spring clean, we go through other drawers and we find this thing. We think, well, oh, I remember what this was. I'll try it. And you put it on one side, and you finish your cleaning, you think, yeah, I'll have a go at this. And you try it and you think, wow, this works lickety split. Why haven't I been using it all these years? And that's rare. Most of the time, you get all these things, you think, oh, I don't know why I bought that. And you put them all in a box, and they go to the charity shop, or you try and get rid of them on eBay or whatever. But there I was. Okay. So I'm just telling you this because I know what it's like to struggle, even though I've had overall an extremely successful life. I've made lots and lots of money. I've also lost money from time to time. I've been bankrupt once, and so it's not been all roses, and no business ever is. But I'm telling you this so that you know who I am. I've been making money online. I can make money online, and I pulled myself back out of this and build another business while I was in Italy. I moved back to the UK, and just gone from strength to strength, although I did some offline stuff as well, consultancies and this sort of thing. But online, I've been able to have 20,000 and 30,000 and $40,000 in a month, sometimes in a day. I mean, I've made $20,000 in a day on occasion. I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm just telling you that you can do it from a point of being absolutely, utterly broke. But the biggest lie in online marketing is easy money. People tell you how it's easy, and it isn't. If it was easy, everybody would be making as much money as they ever wanted and living that dream internet lifestyle that people talk about to get you to buy their products. I'm not saying that that dream internet lifestyle doesn't exist, because I live it. What I am saying is that it's not easy, Well, that doesn't mean it's hard. It doesn't mean it's complicated. It is, in fact, very, very simple. But simple does not mean easy. Just to get a bit of interaction here, can anybody tell me in 2 words what I would need to do to lose weight? Well, what have we got for some ideas of perhaps, or not me or anybody else, if they said just in 2 words, could you help me lose weight? What would I need to do? What 2 words would you come up with? Let's see what we get in answers from people here. Incidentally, while I'm waiting for, here we go. Stop eating, exercise and diet. That's 3 words, Dennis, but it's pretty good. Walk, run, cut calories, food and exercise. Okay, simple. Really, really simple. All these are simple solutions to how to lose weight. So the problem is it's simple, but it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be their ideal body weight. And clearly they're not. So I just want to use that as an example of the difference between simple and easy. We know the simple answer. If we want to lose weight, we know we've got to eat less, basically. Or we've got to exercise more, or a combination of the two, whatever. But we know in simple terms what it is. But doing it is another matter. But making money online, I can put in just as simple a way. All you got to do are 2 things: build a list and communicate with your list. Okay, very, very, very simple. But that doesn't mean it's easy. But it doesn't mean it's hard. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means that you have to apply yourself to those things. The same as if you want to lose weight, you have to apply yourself to eating less. You have to change your habits. You have to change what you've been doing, because what you've been doing has been putting weight on. And what you've been doing before you've started to make money online hasn't been working. You've got to change what you're doing. And that's what makes it hard. People don't like change. So getting back to the objectives, where were we? Here we go. I want to teach you how to promote any offer, any opportunity, and stand out from the crowd. You're going to get great value from this, whether you take it further with me or whether you don't. It's not important to me. What's important to me is you understand what it takes. And by understanding what it takes, you give yourself a chance of succeeding. Because all these other people out there don't care if you succeed. All they care about is getting their hand in your wallet for whatever it is they're selling. Okay? So let's take these. Teach you how to promote any offer, opportunity, so that you can stand out from the crowd. What you need is your own unique funnel. You've got to stand out from the crowd. I don't care what it is you're promoting online, there are thousands, possibly even hundreds of thousands of people that are going to be promoting that same thing. And if it's not exactly the same product, they're going to be selling something that is similar. You might be selling some new brand of television, but there are people out there selling lots of other televisions. So you're in competition, even though your product may be unique. You need a way to stand out from all those other people. And you can only do that by generating your own funnels, your own squeeze pages, and your own wrapper, if you like. It's what we call a wrapper around the offer or opportunity that you are presenting, so that by the time people get to that offer or that opportunity, they're already with you, they're already sold. And that is what the successful people do. There is no one making big money online that is using the standard opportunity squeeze page or the affiliate link directly to a sales page. Anybody that is making money is doing it through creating their own wrapper and positioning themselves and positioning their potential clients within that wrapper, so that by the time they get to what it is that's inside, they already want it and are going to buy it anyway. And you do that by getting people into your list with using a unique page with a unique selling idea, a unique hook to get them in. And then you build rapport with those people by communicating with them about what it is they want. And you explain to them, you find out, first of all, exactly why they want it. What are their problems? What is it that's causing them pain? And then you present to them, you say, I've got a solution. I've got something that'll stop your pain. I've got something that'll solve your problem. And that is what people want. They want to get away from the pain. They want something that'll solve their problem. And once you're able to do that, then you can make any offer pay. And I'm going to talk a bit more about how you can make that pay in so many different ways as well as we progress. What do you need in terms of tools? Well, to be successful, if there was only one thing you needed, what's the most important thing? And that's at the top of the list. That's your autoresponder, because that is where you build your list, and that is what allows you to communicate with your list. So if you didn't have any of the other things, or if you had to get rid of everything but one of the tools, the autoresponder is what you need. So you must have an autoresponder. You may need more than one. Why would you need more than one? You may need more than one because you may be involved in a business or an opportunity that links to one autoresponder and not to another. So you may be in an opportunity, a lot of them are linked to multiple autoresponders, but some of them, you might be in one opportunity that says, okay, we only link to GetResponse, or you might be in another that says we only link to Aweber, or you might be in another one that says we only use TrafficWave, and so on. So you may need more than one, but certainly without doubt you need one, because you've got to build that list and you've got to be able to communicate with the list, and that is the tool you need for doing that. And you need a website. Why do you need a website? You need a website because you're going to be unique and you're building your brand. And how do you build a brand? You build it by having your website, posting information on there, getting people there, giving them value on that website. It also is a place where you can put up specific information. And another thing about a website, if you are promoting something that a lot of people are promoting, let's suppose you're promoting Amway. I don't even know whether I've got a feeling Amway don't allow online promotion or something. But anyway, let's suppose you were promoting Amway and they've got billions of distributors and they're all promoting Amway. What's going to happen is that Amway link is going to get blocked by people like Facebook, and it's going to generally bring up spam warnings because there's so many people promoting it. And this happens, and it happens particularly on Facebook. For example, JVZoo. If you put a JVZoo link in Facebook, they won't accept it. It's gone. Now, JVZoo is a perfectly legitimate business that has affiliate products, and you can go and sign up as an affiliate and promote any of the products that they have. But because so many people promote JVZoo products, then Facebook say, "Oh, not interested in that link, JVZoo. We're going to block it." So you can't get people. But if you, for example, are promoting a JVZoo product and you want to advertise it on Facebook, how could you do it? You write a review about the product, you put it on your blog, and you send people to your blog, because that is only you that is promoting that website, because it's your website. Nobody else is going to promote that for you, unless you're running an affiliate scheme or something like that on the side. But generally speaking, there's only you going to be using that link. It's not going to get blocked. People go there, they read your blog, and if they're interested, they click on your link and they go to JVZoo. Well, if you're doing things right, they go first of all to your autoresponder and then to JVZoo. So you need a campaign tracker. You need to know where your traffic's coming from and what's happening to it. You might buy 1,000 clicks, and they might come from 10 different places, 100 each, and you might get 500 opt-ins overall. You need to know which of those traffic sources provided the opt-ins, because it could be that 5 of them, I mean, this is a ridiculous example, but I hope it gets my point over. It could be that 5 of them converted at 100% and 5 of them converted at 0%. So those 5 that converted at 0% are a waste of money, waste of time. You need to know these things. So you need to know what's happening. You need to know where your traffic's coming from. You need to know how it's progressing along through your funnel, where people are dropping out, where people are finding blocks and obstacles. You want to know all these things, and you want to be able to split test as well, because if you've got your own landing pages, which is how you're going to stand out from the crowd initially, you might only build one and it might convert at 30%. You think, oh, that's okay. But what if you built another one and that converted at 35%? What if you ran the two and you said, oh, I'm getting almost 33% opt-ins, but one's doing 30, one's doing 35. You want to push all your traffic through that 35. And there's no way of knowing which is doing what unless you're split testing. And then what you do with that one that's 30, you test and tweak it until you can get it up to 35 or 36 or 37. You change things around until you're constantly pushing up the effectiveness of your campaign. You want to be able to analyze your visitors and what they're doing when they're there. And there is technology that's amazing that you can do this with, that will show you what your visitors are looking at, where their mouse is going, where their eyeballs are going. You can get heat maps of everything, so that if you've got a cold area, why is it cold? If you've got a hot area, why is it hot? Is the hot area where you want people? This sort of thing. Because if you're not doing that, you're not getting the best, most effective results from your sales pages, your squeeze pages, your blog posts, anything. So you need that. CRM, that's customer management system. It's something that you need. You need to know what's happening with all the people that you are attracting into your business, what they've done, what steps they've taken, how you've communicated with them, where they are in your funnel, whether they need to be sent an email to do this or do that. You need to be able to manage all these things, and that can be very expensive. I bought one of these about 12 months ago for over $2,000, and it was about $300 a month, and I never really got it working, I'll be quite honest, and I cancelled it after about 3 months. So I was like 3 grand out of pocket, and it wasn't it was my inability to get to grips with it and spend enough time to get it working, I suppose. Because there are a lot of people that use the same management system that find it very successful. So I'm not criticizing the system. I'm just saying that you need something that is pretty simple, if you're like me, that you can use, and it all plugs in together. Because you need your own funnel, you need something to build your funnel. You can do it using your website if you're good at coding and HTML and all these other things. But it's far easier if you've got something that you can use to build a funnel that'll link things up and go all the way through and move people where you want them to go automatically. And without a funnel builder, it can be a very complex process. And with a funnel builder, it can be pretty simple. And there are a lot of these available now, but they tend to be fairly expensive. I think the cheapest one, you're looking at probably approaching $100. You're getting some things that all they do is build capture pages for you. And I think you can pay sort of $97 a month for programs that just have a load of templates for capture pages. So it's there. Is it essential? Is a telephone essential in your business? No, you can operate without it, but it makes it easier. It's better if you've got it. And last but by no means least, you need a computer backup service. And this was, I've had now 3 crashes in my online time. Maybe you've been online for as long as me and not had the crashes. Maybe I have the crashes because my computers are always used to a maximum. They're multitasking. We're doing loads of things. They're getting clogged up and all, and I burn them up. I don't know, but I've had 3, and the first 2 were pretty expensive for me. The third one, fortunately, because I now use a backup service, it automatically backs everything up. And when it crashed, it was no big deal. It was a little bit inconvenient, but I could access all the information that I'd had on that computer. It was there, backed up for me in the cloud, and I could download any part of it or all of it I wanted to any other computer. It's essential when you are running a business that you have that, and it's low cost. I don't know why people don't have it anyway. Some people say, oh, well, there's nothing really I've got on my computer that I need. If there's nothing that you've got on your computer, what is it they're doing there? You know, if you don't need it, why is it on there? It might be things that have personal value. It might be photographs of your grandkids or your wedding, or it might be pictures of jewelry for insurance purposes and receipts and things like that. There are all sorts of things that people have on their computer that if they lose it, it can be problematic. You need a computer backup service. Why is direct selling not an option for most people? The simple reason is because most people don't want to do direct selling. Now, if you're using direct selling techniques, if you're calling people up to sell them into a business, if you are personally setting up a market stall with your banners all over the place and things, selling your products and saying, join this opportunity, it's great, you know, I make this one. And people look at you and they say, oh yeah, the products are okay, but I don't want a market stall. I don't want all my bar. I don't want to spend Saturday afternoon in the pouring rain or the hot sun, whatever it may be, trying to get people to join my business. It's not what I want to do, thanks. So thanks, but no thanks. But they may buy a product from you and they may like it, but they don't get involved in your business because they don't want to do that.
and they don't want to call people up. They don't want every time they get a lead. Whoa, I've got a lead. Wow, great. I'll phone them up and sign them up into the business. They don't want to be doing that. Not only do they not want to be doing it, but even if they try to do it, most of them can't because they've not got the experience and the training. I've spent over 40 years in direct selling. So you give me a product to sell, I know how to go about selling it, and I can talk to people, and whatever they say, whatever questions they've got, I can answer them in a way that is going to lead towards a sale. Am I going to sell every time? No, I'm not. But I'm going to sell enough times to make it very worthwhile. And and that comes with training and experience and practice. And most people don't want to do that. And they haven't got 40 years to put into it to get that sort of experience. So even if you're willing to try it, you're probably not going to be good at doing it. So it's not really an option for you to personally get involved in doing that. Plus rejection. And this is what people hate most of all. They call somebody up and say, "Oh, you just opted into my website for this wonderful opportunity," and they say, "What website?" And you say, "Oh, it was the one about the vitamin pills that are going to make your life better." And oh yeah, I remember. No, I'm not interested. Well, you must have been interested because you opted into my website. Oh, I'm not interested, thanks. Just uh, go away. I'm busy anyway. People don't like that. They don't like the rejection. So that is what puts most people off sales. If it's not that people don't like selling, they don't like the rejection. If everybody you went to said, "Well, that's great, I'll have one of those, and in fact, get me another, get me two of them, can you?" Then you'd enjoy selling. You'd want to do selling. But because most of the people you're going to talk to, it's a numbers game, sales, are going to say no, you take it personally. And you say, "Oh, what am I doing wrong? What?" And so rejection, time to learn skills, and very importantly, other people don't want to do it. If you're trying to recruit somebody into your business and they see that you're doing that, they say, "Oh, it's all right for you, but I'm not doing that, thanks." So the numbers behind a successful campaign. I'm going to take you through something now. I'm going to just show you a little example. But before I do, I'm going to put in this legal bit here. I'm going to give you some examples, and these are not guarantees or representations that you're going to make any amount of money uh, or not. You may lose, you may make money, you may do nothing. It's just an example. Any statements or anything that I do, it's not necessarily typical. It's not my results necessarily. It's not anybody else's results. They are purely examples of how a campaign runs and works. Okay. So, no, I'm not guaranteeing it. No, it's not from real life. It is based on experience, but that is all. So with that, I'm going to come out of screen share if I can find out where we do this. Stop and say hello to everybody. And I hope, is this useful to you so far? Is this something that is worth taking your time over? Because we're going to get to things that are even more important. And you can see, like I say, I want to just talk to you as a friend. I'm doing this from a spare bedroom in my home. And if you want something more polished, I'm going to show you where you can get that as well. But that's not me. I just do it this way. Okay. What I'm going to do
is, hopefully I can get this on screen share. I'm going to show you an example of a campaign. This is it, I think. And I apologize if this is a little small, but here we go. We're going to take this. Let me just slide that over there a bit. Okay, this is like a funnel, and this is the number of clicks we're going to put through this funnel, 2,000 of them, at an average cost of about $1.11 each, which is pretty reasonable. And up front, we're going to offer them something that is totally free that we can make money on. It's a CPA offer, and it pays us $1.50 if they take it up. And then from there, we're going to offer them something else that makes us $20 if they take that up. And then from there, we're going to say, what about this then? And we're going to offer them something that makes us $100 if they take that up. And that's where we're going to stop with this funnel. Okay, so it's pretty simple. There is a basic free offer that still makes us money, a relatively low cost upsell, and then a higher cost upsell. And let's just look at some percentages here. What we're basing this on is, and this is, while it's not a guarantee and it's an example, this is in fact a part of a funnel that I'm going to be talking about later. And in fact, these figures that I put in hypothetically, we're getting a lot better results than these here. But let's just stick with it. What I've said is, okay, the clicks, we paid for 2,000 and we get 2,000. Okay. And let's suppose we get 30% people opting in, which is 600 people out of 2,000. And let's suppose 2/3 of those, 67%, take up this free offer. Okay, so that's 400. Take up the free offer, which is going to make us 402 times $1.50, $603. We're going to get $603 back on that. And let's suppose that 1/3 of the people that take up that first offer, okay, not the people that opted in, the people that take up the first offer, take up the second offer. Okay, so that's 133 take up this second offer, which is only pretty low cost anyway. Anything under $27 sells pretty well. So that's another $2,500 there. And then let's suppose that just 14% of these people take up the higher offer, which is pretty standard. That would be 19 people. So got 18, it's got 1857. These figures are exact, and these are rounded up shown here. So it's that's why it's showing 1857 instead of 1900. So there we go. So you would make a total of $5,000 across here with these figures. Now, in honesty, people that buy get buyer's remorse. About 10% of them are going to say, oh, I didn't really want this, I want my money back. So you're going to lose 511 there. You're going to have expenses and fees, and this is what is an actual figure relating to this funnel, because this is an actual funnel that I put together. And the expenses and fees, if you like, to buy the products to resell,
is $182. And then traffic at 111 for 2000 is costing me $2,220. So you add all those up and take them off that, and my net profit is down to $2,200. That's still not bad. Okay, that's still not bad. We're looking at 2,000 clicks driven through this funnel. And if we've got recurring items in there, recurring sales, which is coming from that second upsell, that $100, you're going to get recurring income from it. And so in month 2, you're going to get that same $2,200. If you're doing the same things, then in 2000 you're getting the same results. But your recurring income here is going to be that 1857 less 10% that asks for the money back, 1651. So in month 2 you're making 3,800, and in month 3 you're making 5,000, and in month 4, well, what happened here for month 1? Well, a lot of people dropped out, and you'll find that only about 14% of that 14% will actually stick with what you wanted. So you're down to $238 a month recurring, but these people are like gold, because they're going to stick with you forever and a day, and they're going to build a business with you, and you're going to make a lot of money together with those people. And these are what I call the 2%ers, because if you take 14%, 14 out of 100, and then you take 14% of that 14 out of 100, you're down to 2 people. And that is 2%. And those are your 2%ers. And those are the people that count in your business. And that's why I'm looking for 2%ers from the people here. Okay, so you can see how this progresses, and it keeps going up if you keep doing the same thing. Now, what people don't understand, and this is some of it, they don't take into account all this for a start. They don't think that people are going to ask for the money back, but also people don't understand that this doesn't happen in week 1. In week 1, all that happens is you get this, where's it gone? There, you get this CPA offer of $1.50, and those are the people that opted in. But a lot of people have to think about these upgrades, and so you might get some of them, but a lot of them don't go through immediately. And this is where your communication comes in, through your follow-ups and various other methods. And so it takes time. It might be 7 days down the road before you see this. So people say, oh, that worked okay, but this isn't working. And then it might be another 7 or 14 days down the road when this starts to happen. Oh, so it's not working. Another thing people don't take into account is, okay, I got $603 there in CPA commission. Great. Let me have it. Oh, yeah, well, we pay out at the end of the month and 15 days after that or something. So potentially it could be 45 days before you get paid that $600. So that's another thing you've got to take into account. Time lag in getting paid, particularly on CPA offers. They check things out. They want to make sure that you're not putting bogus traffic through and this sort of thing. And if it's genuine, then they'll pay you. Now, this is not too bad once you're into a few months down, because you keep getting paid. Okay, it might be a month in arrears or whatever, but you've got through that first period. But that initial period can be difficult because you've just not got money to carry on with your business unless you understand this at the beginning. But if this offer here, for example, is converting pretty well, and if that is an instant payment offer, then
2.5 grand is coming in pretty useful because why have we got 133? Oh, that's right, times 20. Yeah, 2.5 grand is coming in pretty useful because it's instant payment. That's going straight into your account. That's really good. And that, if you look at it, will cover that. And that is great. But you say, okay, that's all very well, but do I just get involved and throw $2,000 into a campaign? And the answer to that is definitely not. Nobody does that. Nobody in their right mind does it. And nobody that has been involved in marketing for any length of time and has had any success does that at all. Because you've got to test and tweak a campaign. So what's the optimum number for doing that? It's 200. So if we change that to 200, let's see what happens. Okay. We've only got a net profit of $56 here now. Nothing like the same amount because your expenses and fees are still up here. We're not getting the same number of people through. There's 511, but most of it's going. And all you need is a slight change in the number of people that purchase here. If we knock that down, let's suppose we have only 8% do it. What would that do? Whoa, all of a sudden you made $104 loss. Okay. So if that changes by just a small amount, you can be in a loss situation here. And that is also bearing in mind that you're not going to get some of this income for maybe 45 days or so anyway. So people think, oh dear, this isn't working, can't do it. And especially if they try with 100, boom, making a loss anyway, even if these figures are all as shown. But go back over here, month 2, you start to show profit. Month 3, you're making profit. You've got to persist. You've got to give it time. And that is what's important. So I hope you understand the workings behind this. I'm going to show you ways that we can improve on this in a moment. But I just want to tell you now that I've run this funnel. And in fact, I am getting, this works out, this CPA offer works out at about 20%, as you can see, 20 over 100, about 20%. But I am actually getting 47% here, 47% here, more than double that. Okay, so I'm getting sort of near $70 here, as opposed to, or 75, 47, 75, as opposed to 30. And that makes a big difference. Okay, still wouldn't be a profit with 100, but 200 actually is where you want to be. 200 is where all experienced marketers start, because less than 200, you don't have a big enough range to understand your figures. They can be so distorted with 100. 200 is about where they start to get right. Over 200, you can be spending money on something that isn't working as well as you want it to. So you need to test it and then tweak it and then test it again. And gradually you'll scale up once you get things working and you're making a profit, even or breaking even. Even if it's breaking even, it's okay. You don't want it costing you money. But it may take you, as we showed with that 100, it may take you a couple of months before you start seeing it getting into profit. You've got to understand the figures and the fact that some of it is recurring income and what happens with it going through. Okay, so let me
stop that. Does that make sense to people? Is that making sense? I've got questions here. You're promoting GPS, but when I ask the question, why would I want to buy a rotator? They give me like, I don't know what you're talking about there, Valdur, but I'm not talking about GPS at all here, which is Get Paid Social, another program. I'm not talking about it's happening soon. I'm talking about you having success in 2016 by understanding things properly. And I'm going to give you a way towards the end of this to really, really take off in 2016, which is, I can't guarantee your success. I'm not allowed to, but it's as near to being guaranteed as anything can be. Okay, so I've probably not answered your question, Valdur, but there we go. I'll be taking questions and answers at the end as well. So let me get back to my other presentation. Let me screen share again. Let me go back here. So we did the income disclaimer and we've had a look at those. So what are the problems that marketers encounter when they're, not just when they're getting started, this is also people that have been around for a long time. They still have the same problems. They're not making money. Most people online are not making money. So one of the problems is getting traffic. Where do they get it from? Where do they send it to? How do they use it? What to say to people? That can be in forms of autoresponder messages or broadcasts or whatever. What to promote? Because what's best? A lot of people get involved online in multi-level marketing programs. And believe me, I have nothing against multi-level marketing programs. I've made lots and lots and lots of money with multi-level marketing programs. But they are not a good place to start online because of this payment structure, because of the commission plans that these have, they generate massive incomes based on building a large network. And so if you go out and you make $1,000 in sales, you'll be lucky if you see $100 in commissions. Your rewards at the beginning are not good enough. You need to be in something other than a multi-level marketing company online to start with, and then you need to be promoting that MLM secondary once you've got something else that's paying bigger commissions that is covering the cost of that. So what to promote? People don't understand what to promote. Where can I get a CPA offer that people can opt in for free and give me $1.50, $2, or even 50 cents? People don't know how and where to do it. And where can I get something that's going to interest people enough in the second instance to get them to buy something for $27 or $20 or $25 or $15 or $7, whatever it may be. And I've learned over many years that you need multiple income streams. And as I talked to you about my mishap back in 2008, that was because I'd given up most of my income streams and I only had one because I thought this will do me till I get settled. And of course, for various reasons, it collapsed and it left me stranded. You need multiple income streams. Anybody that's been around online or offline in business will tell you you don't rely on one income stream. And cash flow is another problem because people don't understand what I've been talking about, how long it can take and how do we overcome that cash flow situation. So they put $1,000 in and that $1,000 is gone. They think it's not working and they're out and they've lost $1,000. So
all these things are problems that people don't understand. So let's have a look at what the ideal funnel would comprise of. It would comprise of a low resistance point of entry, something like a free offer, free download, free whatever. You want something that's going to pay you quickly, because if it's not paying you quickly, maybe you won't have enough money to keep going. You want something that's newbie friendly, because even though some people consider themselves not to be newbies because they've been marketing online for 5 years and they've still not made any money, they're newbies in my book because they still don't know what they're doing. You might think that newbies are just people that have just come online and say, oh, I'd like to have a go at this. No. Newbies are people that don't make money on a regular basis, don't make a profit on a regular basis, and don't know how to build that profit up and generate more and more profit. So you need something that anybody that's in any of those situations can do, and ideally if it's attractive to an experienced marketer as well. SLO, what's an SLO? It's the self-liquidating offer. It's that $20 I showed you in the previous example that I ran through. That is there designed to pay the cost of your advertising. Okay, people don't understand the principle of that. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to get that working. An ideal funnel must also have the upsells so that you can get onto that $100. And you want to go beyond that as well. All I showed you in that funnel was just 3 basics: a CPA offer at the beginning, a self-liquidating offer for a $20 commission, and an upsell for $100 a month. But you need high ticket items in the back end. Most marketers, in fact, all marketers that are making significant incomes online, people that are making like over $30,000 a month online, I tell you now that 60% of that is coming from, in most cases, high ticket items. Okay. You want something that has no personal selling involved, because people don't want to do it. And even if you reckon you can do it and you're good at it, people that you're talking to don't want to do it, so they're not going to get involved. And you want something that provides massive value, because if it provides massive value, people are going to be happy with it. So I was thinking about this when I started to set this up. Good last year sometime. I thought, what would I want if I was starting out or struggling? What would it be that I would want? And I'd want this. I'd want this ideal funnel. And so I thought, I'll do something that will solve this for people, which will give them that ideal funnel. So what I've put together is a pre-built funnel that does everything for you. It's customizable to be unique. So you can take it, change it, swap it around, take bits out, put bits in if you want. And there is a way also to have a call center back up your business, so that if people want to speak to somebody, you can speak to them. There's nothing wrong with you speaking to them, but don't try selling them, because if you try selling them, they're going to say, I can't do that. But if you can say to somebody, oh, great, nice to meet you, glad you've opted in, I'm doing all right with this, and they say, how do I do such and such? Look, I'm not very technical, I don't know, I just refer people to the call center. I'll give you their number, you can give them a ring, they'll answer anything, any questions you've got, because they'll be able to do it and I can't. And the person you're talking to will say, I can do that, because you're not selling them. They can say, I can refer somebody to a call center. So that is available too. What I want to tell you, I've been working on this for some time. As I say, I started on this sometime last year. I can't remember the exact date, probably November time, I would guess. And lo and behold, at the same time, a pal of mine has been doing the same sort of thing. Now, this has come to him a bit more recently. I've not discussed what I'm doing with him, and he hadn't discussed what he's doing, so I don't know how long really. But great minds think alike. Hey, who thinks I've got a great mind? I don't know. Just checking the comments here. I don't think there's any questions. I can't understand. Anyway, so what happened was there was 2 funnels available because he's created one, funnel number 2, and I've created one, funnel number 1. And if we put the basic low resistance offer, the same one at the beginning of each, which he's using and which I'm using, what it means is if you're spending $1 a click here, it's getting double value because you're pushing people into 2 funnels automatically by using this offer. So I thought, my word, that's powerful. That is pretty good. And then I thought, are they both good? So both funnels have a cost and both produce automatic income. Yeah, they're both producing automatic income and they both have a cost involved. And oops, gone too far, I think. Yeah, funnel number 1, the one I've created, you can get started for $25. And you can be involved at $25 in quite a number of profit centers. Funnel number 2, you can actually get started for 0, but the only profit center you're involved in is that 150 CPA offer. To get involved in all the other profit centers, it's going to cost you $800 in month 1 and recurring payments of about $300. So I can see now that a lot of you are looking at the cost. You got to stop looking at the cost. And why have I got a picture of a aeroplane there? It's an example I use quite often. People think that Richard Branson is got so much money that nothing matters to him and he can go out and do anything. And he's had his ups and downs as well in a big way. And when he saw a plane for sale, a jumbo jet, I think it was, he looked at it and he didn't look at the cost. Even though he didn't have the cash at that time to buy that jumbo jet, he didn't look at the cost. He looked at the potential. And he said, if I can fill that with people and give a better service than the people that are already flying this plane to this destination, I can make a lot of money. And because he looked at that potential and saw that potential, Virgin Airlines was born. And he had a lot of trouble with it. His backers pulled out, his bank pulled out just as they were about to launch Virgin Atlantic. The bank pulled out, boom, took all his money away, and he overcame all these difficulties. But it wasn't plain sailing. He didn't just have a big bankroll and go out say, oh yeah, I'll buy 20 planes and then we'll advertise over here and we'll get, but he saw the potential. He didn't look at the cost, he looked at the potential. And that's what entrepreneurs do. They say, will that get me where I want it to go? And if it will, I'm doing it. And the cost is irrelevant. It's not important. It's the outcome that's important. So that is a good lesson for you. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it big. I am going to run both of these funnels.
I'm going to run them both simultaneously. I'm going to make an awful lot of money. And the only question is, are you with me? Because you can come with me. We can run this thing together. We can do it completely together. I want to build a community around this, a community that says we're sick of hype. We're sick of lies. We're going to tell the truth about everything. If you don't like the truth and you're not interested, don't bother. If you do like the truth and you can see the potential, get involved with me and we'll do it together and we'll run with it and we'll make a fortune together. So are you with me? So what guarantees are there? Well, the only guarantee is that if you don't take this offer up, you're going to regret it. I can guarantee you that. You can be a part of this, or you can watch those who take action change their lives and end up again saying, if only I'd done that then, if only I'd got involved, if only, if only. Now, let me tell you, there's a far bigger picture to this. Apart from the community starting to spread the word of truth, what we're going to be doing and what I've built into the plan that I've got is not just this funnel, but it's moving people through stages. It's moving them away from being employed into being self-employed, which is not a good place to be. I'll tell you that now. Self-employed sucks, but it's the only place you can learn to run your business. And I'm going to take you and I'm going to help you in that self-employed situation. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to move you from that self-employed into being a business owner. And being a business owner, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money self-employed, but then you're going to learn how to use that and get it into a business situation where you're not working as an employed person without a boss, but you are actually having the business generate the income for you. And having done that, we're going to take some of that money and we're going to move that into investments where you're going to be able to build a fund up that will be there for you regardless of what happens. So that's a bit of the bigger picture, but it all is about helping people to find the truth about things so that they can be successful, because it's only the truth that'll set them free. And what I've put together includes, apart from this idea, the done for you funnels, selected programs for the best profits. When I talk about the best profits, I'm talking about something that sells well, pays pretty quickly, pays regularly. We're talking about building residual income here. Something that will provide automatic affiliate commissions on essential tools. For example, I have been an affiliate of Aweber and GetResponse for probably 10 years. And every month I get paid from Aweber and GetResponse, and it varies, but it's thousands of dollars a month. And that is coming from commissions of, I don't know, what's the average? $10 or $12, something like that. Because over that period of time, a lot of people have signed up to GetResponse or Aweber, and most people that sign up for an autoresponder stick with it. It's good income. There are other tools that I sell, and I get commissions from those as well. And quite often, if I'm putting something together, I build that in as an income that is, if you like, it's a little bit under the dashboard. I don't hide it, but it's not something that people think of because they think of, oh, it's so small. Like, for example, Namecheap. I recommend Namecheap. I have my own domain registration business, but I prefer Namecheap personally than my own business. Eventually, I'll have to get some programmer to sort that out so that I prefer mine. But I prefer Namecheap, and I tend to use Namecheap, and I recommend Namecheap because I use it.
and I'm an affiliate with Namecheap. And if somebody uses Namecheap and they go on and register a domain with Namecheap, I get paid. Is it a lot? No, it's not a lot, because they only pay what, $10 or something a year for a domain. And I can't remember the commission I get, but if it's 10%, that's $1 a year. But over time, because I've been recommending Namecheap for a long, long time, it adds up, and it adds up to thousands of dollars. So we're building that in to the funnel, because people that come in and join us are going to need the tools that I've been talking about. And if they've not got them, they will sign up under your link, because that's all programmed in to the way that this works. You're going to have access to weekly hangouts to overcome obstacles and make sure your business is on track. And these are going to take the form of as long as it takes. If nobody turns up, then that's fine. I'll switch off. If we've got one person that turns up and he needs an hour, then we'll spend that hour with him and we'll do it. If we've got 10 people turn up and only 2 of them want something, but I mean, I'll run through some basic stuff, and then we'll handle anything to make sure that anything that is blocking your path to success is turned from a mountain into a molehill. We're going to make sure you're on track. We're going to have a secret Facebook group where you can interact, and I'm also going to be putting in a members forum where you can interact. Now, in this forum, there will be a place where you can promote other offers, and that is the only place that you can promote other offers. So if somebody's looking for another offer, they can go there, or if they want to promote one, they can go there. But that is the only place. We don't want anybody promoting offers in the other part of the forum, which will be to deal with just progressing our business with these 2 funnels. Okay, so we're going to move along in those directions, and if you get all in, and you'll understand what that is later on, you will have direct access to me via a special Skype account that I've just set up. Nobody knows of this Skype account. It's not my other one, and I always have 2 computers going anyway, at least 2 computers going anyway, because I have so much stuff going on at the same time. One computer will be running my Skype address that people know about, and one will be running this special one, which will be purely for this system. And if you've got a problem, you Skype me and I will answer it as soon as I possibly can. If I'm there at the time you Skype me, with it straight away of a webinar or something like that. So that's going to be there for you. Now, normally when I do this, it's only done for my VIP students, and they pay me 10,000 for 3 months, and they have to have, in addition to that, a minimum of 5,000 to invest in their business. So if anybody that's not got 15,000 normally would not have a chance to get that, and you'll be able to get that for a fraction of the cost, and it's not even coming to me, it's just going into your business. So that is all going to be there. But today, the only thing you can do is register for $25, and that will give you access to the back office. There's nothing going to be activated in that back office. And once you have registered, there will be a couple of links there that you'll be able to watch, and I'm going to give you something that you need to watch, and that's about Funnel 2, and you'll see it in the menu. You'll see Funnel 2. You can watch that about Funnel 2, because I think that will get you excited about the potential of that funnel. Our funnel has potential to be the wrapper around Funnel 2, because a lot of people are going to get involved in Funnel 2. Our funnel will be a wrapper around Funnel 2. So do you see what we're doing here? We're going to be unique to everybody that's promoting Funnel 2. We're going to be unique because we're promoting Funnel 1, and we're going to be promoting Funnel 1 with our own unique page anyway, and we're going to get people in. Now, Funnel 2
if we remember back to those slides, effectively cost you $800 in month one. And some people will shy away from that, usually because they don't have the confidence to invest in that. Okay, it's not because they don't have the money. If they really, really, really believe that Funnel 2 is going to make them $100,000 within 6 months, which it is very, very capable of doing, then that $800 doesn't become a problem. They'll find it from somewhere. Okay, but that's why I express it in that way. But because we've got this wrapper, we can use the wrapper and we can get people into Funnel 1 making money that'll finance Funnel 2, and so expand their income, and of course it'll expand our income as well. So this is all that is available at present, and the reason that this is all that's available, because I've got all this set up, and I'll show you some screenshots in a minute for the links to go in and for you to start promoting, but I've not loaded videos on purpose because I don't want you promoting it yet, because anybody that is on this webinar or gets to see the replay of this webinar that joins may have been introduced into the group by someone other than myself, and if so, then they really should want them as their sponsor, and they're going to initially, when they join, they're going to come in and be sponsored by me. So if anybody joins and they don't want me as their sponsor, they want someone else as their sponsor that's joined, somebody that's introduced them, then they must email support@trustwithouthype.com by 8 a.m. GMT on Sunday 31st of January 2016. That is not that far away now. It's what time is it now? 2 o'clock. We're looking at 6. We're looking at 18 hours. Within the next 18 hours. If they don't, they will be locked in with me as their sponsor. And the reason that we've got that time limit on it is because I want this going live late Sunday, ready for launch on the 1st of February. So you'll be able to start making money 1st of February using the system. And we'll be activating the links, putting the videos in, and everything else. Placements are going to be adjusted from those emails, and the back office will open adding links, and they'll be here in the company, you know, whether it's Aweber. If you're already an affiliate, you can put in your existing affiliate ID, you know, for any of these programs. If you're not, you can join the program, the affiliate programs here now, boom, and then you can put in your links. Now, a lot of these are free that you can get in. 1, 2, these are all free, and they're going to make you money. My Lead System Pro, I'm going to talk about in a second. Namecheap, that's free, and this goes on lower, but I mean, this is all I could get into my screenshot. When you get inside and you get it here, I don't want you to join just now. Just hang on a second, because I'll put this link back up again. You will see something that looks like this, and you'll click on the subscribe button, and it'll cost you $25 every 30 days. And what this is going to do is get you access to the members area. And this is Funnel 2. And I want you to watch the video there. It only lasts about 20 minutes or so. And that is about Funnel 2. And it'll explain why you may want to get involved in Funnel 2. Okay. So that's there. All the instructions will be in the back office. As I say, you can get started with us for that $25. I personally believe that this, just for what I am offering, you will not find anything like it anywhere just for the access to this sort of inner circle membership with the Facebook group, the forum, the weekly webinars, and the Skype would cost you a minimum of, you might, if you were really lucky, get something for $97 a month. Okay, you're going to get it for $25. I believe that most often than not, it's going to be $297 a month, something like that. Okay, so that is what is available, and that is what I want you to watch once you get into the back office, provided you're happy with this, provided that you think this is a great idea. Before you spend your $25, I want to tell you that there are no refunds, because that's the way it's set up. It's no refunds, and you're going to go through a few hoops to get there, and you're going to have to agree to the fact that there are no refunds. Can you start making money with $25? Yes, you can, because with $25, you're going to get access to these links here, which are all going to be your links in the system once you've put them in. My Lead System Pro is going to cost you an additional sum, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So you wouldn't get access there unless you were a member of My Lead System Pro, but all these other things and some more down below you would get access to. So you would have access to the $1.50 commissions, which you'll be able to put in. That's not shown there. You would be, that's the CPA offer when people sign up. You would have access to selling this program itself, which is going to cost people $25, and you're going to make $20 on that, and that is going to be paid instantly. Okay, that will instantly be credited to you. So that will help cover your advertising costs. Your advertising costs, I'm going to recommend some sources, and I'm going to show you how you can turn your advertising from an expense into a profit center. And I'm going to do that in a second. So in fact, we might as well do that now. Let me find the here we go. I need to change my screen share again. I'll stop that one, because this is going to be extremely powerful. Catherine says I've no money till Tuesday. I'm only looking at $25 at the moment, Catherine. And that is to set people up to make sure that we can then start them promoting their own links. You can join anytime after that, but you won't be in the first people. So that's there. Let me get to this again now. This is a slightly different screenshot. I nearly clicked the wrong link and ended the broadcast there. Okay, we're looking at traffic 200 here, and we're looking at this, and I want to change that to 20 because I was only going to pay $15 commission, and I've done the figures and I can pay 20. So what you're going to get is you're going to get the CPA offer, $1.50. You're going to get to be able to sell the program that costs you $25 a month, and you're going to get $20 a month for that. There's no downline or anything. It's just straight affiliate commission. Boom, $20 every time you make a sale. $20, and it's monthly. It's recurring. Okay, so you get the system for that, and you get all the other benefits we've talked about. The upsell here pays $100. It can only pay 27, but I'm going to talk 100 because I don't recommend the lower. I recommend the higher. What you do is your business. I can only tell you what I would do in your position. That would cost you $150 a month, and you get paid $100 a month. And if you remember me talking about that Kitchen Gadget that you stick in the thing, and then all of a sudden you've come out and you think, oh, this is great. Why didn't I use it before? This is exactly what this is. In 2008,
My Lead System Pro launched, and I joined it. I was one of the first members, and I still have that account. But Dave Sharp got on to me the other day, and I don't know whether you know him or not, but he makes an awful lot of money, a lot more than me, and he started after me. He joined My Lead System Pro in 2010, and that was his route to success. It was all done through My Lead System Pro. Okay, I mean, he branched out into other things, but he built his reputation, his income, he made his contacts and started making money through that. And he joined in 2010, and his first month he made nothing. His second month, I think he made $38. His third month he made $83 or something like that. And gradually he built that up, and that's where Dave Sharp, and he makes sort of millions of dollars a year now. He started with My Lead System Pro, so I had another look at it, and I said, I'll tell you what, because you've introduced me, because I hadn't kept my subscription up with My Lead System Pro anyway. I've still got the account, but it's dormant, or whatever you want to call it, and it has been for years, because in 2008, just after I joined, I lost all my money, as I told you earlier on. I had nothing. I didn't even have electric. I couldn't get online, you know, and I forgot all about it. And I had, in fact, paid a 12-month subscription, but it still never got used. It was stuck in that drawer. So because David got me to pull it out and look at it, I said, okay, I'll join again under Dave, because he deserves the commission for it. Okay. So I joined again under Dave Sharp. And because of that, anybody that joins at this 150 a month level, I've agreed with Dave that you can get into his mastermind as well. So you'll get into his mastermind group at no cost. I've agreed that, no cost, and I'll get you into his mastermind group there. And that alone is probably worth thousands of dollars a month. I don't know. So this is My Lead System Pro. Why have I decided to use that? There are a couple of reasons. One is because it pays $100 a month recurring commissions. So it's a high payout. It's an extremely valuable service. It has far more involved in it now than it ever had when I first joined. It has an autoresponder, a CRM system. The CRM system is better than the one I paid $2,000 for a year ago and found too complicated to use. My fault. I'm not blaming them. Okay. It has a funnel builder. As good as any that you'll get out there, better than a lot, and that's included in it. It has a number of products that you can sell and take 100% commissions on, in addition to making commissions on the people that you introduce. So it's got all the tools, it's got additional products, it's got products that you can stick in, additional products that you could put into your custom funnel as well, or you can add into your follow-up. I'm also going to give you 20 pre-written professional follow-up messages for your autoresponder. Now, I don't want you to rely on those, and I do want you to knock them about to put them in your own words. But they're going to be there, and you can load those into your autoresponder. I don't ever rely on autoresponder messages. They're useful and they're good. Don't get me wrong, but you need to be in contact in addition to those autoresponder messages. You need to be sending out. For example, if you put your traffic through, let's suppose you do 200 traffic and you get this sort of results. You need to be emailing your list saying, hey, look, I bought 200 clicks and they cost me $222. And I got how many opt-ins? I got 60 opt-ins and made a net profit of $9.21. How about that? And that is impressive. Now, $9.21 may not sound a lot, but you've got 60 leads in for $9.21. And if we look at this, month 2, 176 doing the same thing. And you can explain that to them as well. You know, you can do these things
with your list in addition to automatic messages. Automatic messages have a place, but it's 10% of your communication at most. The other 90% is you on a daily basis telling people what you're doing and how you're getting on. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to turn this traffic here from a cost into a profit center. Now you'll notice the expenses and fees have gone up here because what I've done is what we had in the initial one, and there's another item in the funnel here which isn't even built in, and that's SOAP at $7 because that's your computer backup, and you need that. You need that. It'll also give you hosting, and it'll also give you an autoresponder and other stuff, products every month that you can go out and sell as well. But it's in there for your computer backup, and you make $5 on every one of those yourself. So let's suppose you had another column in here for a $5 commission, and you know, it would just increase your profit. So that was included anyway. So the cost in the last example was $175, $182 here. It's gone up now to $229 because the traffic that we're recommending is from Traffic Authority, and there are reasons for this. One, because it's plentiful, they deliver it pretty quickly, and it's of a good quality for a $1.11 per lead, which is about what it costs you. Is there better traffic available? Yeah, it'll cost you more. I can get you traffic for about $2 a lead, and there is a way to get that down to about $1.50, which is a bit better. But cost per sale, this works out as well as anything that I've tried. So that's one of the reasons we're using them. The other reason we're using them is because they have a commission plan, and they pay actually more than this, but I mean, it's $47 basically to get involved in their program and be a reseller. So that's where your other 47 comes in this cost. They pay you 50% of they pay initially. The commissions go up. They go up from 50% to 80%. Okay, and you get commission on $20 worth of that $47 fee, which would be $10 at the 50% level. Let's ignore this 80% level. I've just put that in because that's what it can go up to. It's not hard to get there. You will get there pretty quickly, but it's not built into any of the figures that I've done. So you make $10 there. There is another program that they have, which is $97, which I recommend you wait until you are making money before you get into it. And then there is your traffic, and they will pay you $50 on 100% on $100 commission that's available on that traffic, and you can get as much as $80 on it, 80%. But we've taken that $10 and that $50 commission into account when we have a look at these figures over here, and this is why we're using this to turn it into a profit center. If we look at what we were making here each month with 921, we made 921 there with just 200 leads. Okay, because we're paying for that $47 as well. Each person that joins Traffic Authority, let's say 60% join Traffic Authority of the people that opt in to the My Lead System Pro. Maybe some of them aren't interested. Maybe they prefer to run solo ads. Maybe they've got their own big list already, whatever. We've taken it at 60%. And that works out at just 1.1 per people. It's funny that that is the same amount as the cost of the leads, but that's just the way it's worked out. It's 1.1 people. Obviously, we can't chop people up, but just for this demonstration, that's the way it works. So for your traffic authority, your basic membership, you make $11 on that. And for your leads, you're going to make $55, okay, on that 1.1 people. So what that means is you're now making $76 instead of $9. And because this traffic is something that you're going to need to purchase every month, then everybody else is going to, if you're making money on it, you're probably going to buy it more than once a month. But in practice, if you've only got like $220 to spend on traffic and you've got to wait for your money coming in, it's going to take you 14, 15, 21 days before you can buy another package anyway, maybe a month. So we've taken this just on a month basis. But if you've got like $600 set aside to put in for traffic, you can see how your first traffic is going within a week to 10 days. And if it's going well, you can order another package, boom. And then another 10 days, if it's still going well, you can order another package. So it could well be that people are putting in $600 or more per month, but we kept it down to 200, just 200 leads per month, 200 clicks. So it whacks it up to $76 in month 1. In month 2, once again, it goes up. You're looking now at $310. Month 3, $540. This is just on 200 leads. And let me tell you, once you start making this on these clicks, and once again, these figures are very conservative. The opt-ins, as I say, this is based on getting 20% opted into that CPA offer. We're actually getting in real life over 40% opting in. So these figures could easily double. But once you see that you're making this money, you're going to be putting in more leads. And let's suppose you get up to 500 leads. And let's just make sure that all those fill out okay. Okay. 500 leads, you're going to be looking at this sort of return. And once again, these are net figures. These are taking into account chargebacks of around 10%. These are taking into account your costs. These are taking into account what you've actually paid out for traffic. This is just your net after all these costs coming in. And you can see that this is building quite nicely. And it, once again, after month 3, it starts dropping off in the way, not dropping off in total, but dropping off in the speed that it builds, because people are dropping out and you're getting left with those 2%ers. Now, I'm hoping that you people are 2%ers when you're starting, because I want to see you succeed. And the only way you're going to succeed is sticking with this and doing it and following instructions and doing what I do along with me. And I'm going to be putting in 200 leads to start with, in the same way that I expect you to follow. If you don't, that's fine. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is tell you what I would do and show you what I'm doing and show you my results. They may not be typical. They're not guarantees, but they will be real live activity. And you follow me and you'll make a lot of money by following me and following what I do. Am I guaranteeing it? No, I'm not. All I'm saying is, if I can make the money here, which I will do, I'm guaranteeing it to myself, not to you, which I will do, then you can too. Okay? Whether you take the option up or not is entirely up to you. So what I want you to do, because now I want to answer any questions that you've got. Let me get back to here. Stop the screen share. I believe this is the best opportunity you will ever have. I believe that any one of these funnels can make you
$5,000 to $10,000 a month within the next 6 months. I believe that the two together can make you at least twice that within the next 6 months. I believe that those of you that are outstanding and go the whole hog and really take this seriously, I believe that you will go to Las Vegas in August. I think it's August that they've got this thing on, and you will stand on the stage having made $100,000 or more between now and then, in about 6 to 7 months time. But anybody using this system and following what I do and getting the help if you need it can be making 5,000 to 10,000 a month within that time, easily. When I say easily, simply. It may not be easy. In fact, sometimes you'll find things hard, but that's what we're here for. And that's why we're going to have that Skype line for you if you're all in. That's why you don't have, if you're already in MLSP, for example, you don't have to join under me. You don't have to join, you know, you can put in your affiliate links. It's about you building your business. It's not about me making money from you. If you are not in these, then I encourage you to join because you need them. And I encourage you to use the affiliate link of whoever sponsors you. And if that's me, fine, I'll make some money out of it. And if it's somebody else, fine, they'll make some money out of it. Okay. We're not talking multi-level here, but we are going to move into leveraging, and MLSP leverages in a way that's not multi-level, but it is very powerful in that you share commissions. And the reason that you only get paid 50% commissions, and it can go up to 80, is your first 6 sales, you pay 50% to whoever sponsored you of those commissions. And after your first 6 sales, then you only pay 20% to whoever sponsored you. So there's a pass up of 20% commissions after that. So they can go up a lot once you've made 6 sales. Making 6 sales using these funnels and systems, you will not find impossible. I used that word rather than easy, or you will not find difficult, because with all the resources pulled together, if you do what I do, you model me, you don't copy exactly, but you model what I'm doing, you will get results. Sometimes they will be better than mine, sometimes they may be worse than mine, but you will get results and you will get there, and you can be on stage in Las Vegas in 6 months' time in a totally different dream world. The spreadsheet, what I'll do is, as we get some of this loaded into the back office, then I will put that in. I think there will be a replay of this, and you should be able to make that bigger on your screen. Hopefully you can get it to full screen, and that would help. I know on my big computer I could see the spreadsheet really well. So, but on my laptop it's a little bit small. What I can do, I'll find a way. I'll increase the sizes on the spreadsheet, and I'll find a way of getting those figures in there for you. So what you need to do now is decide that you're going for it. When I talked about all in, if you want to go all in, that's getting into the top level, both funnels straight away.
your cost would be, or your investment would be, let me look, it's around $1,250 in month one. Your recurring would be $750 a month. And that may sound a lot, but you would need three sales at that same level to actually go beyond breaking even and make a $200 a month profit. And of course that would build because it's residual income. If you want to use funnel number one, the one I set up, and get involved in the whole shebang there from the spreadsheet, I hope you could see that the total cost there was about $450 a month. That includes your traffic, by the way. These both include 200 clicks of traffic. That would be about $450 a month. And once again, 3 sales there at that level would get you beyond break even with $100 net profit in month one. If you were to decide that you didn't want the traffic plan, then you could drop your cost down to 182, find your own traffic from wherever you want to get it. You wouldn't have the traffic as a profit center, of course, but you wouldn't have it as a cost either, but you would have a cost for however you got your traffic. And 2 sales there would get you to break even plus $70. So there are lots of options. Could you start with just the $25? Yeah, you can, but where are you going to get your traffic from? You're going to have to go out there and find some way of spreading the word. And it's not easy to do it free. You can do it free, and eventually, I mean, you don't need much. You only need 2 sales to be in profit, because you'd be getting $40 in for a $25 outlay. You'd be making $15 a month net profit. But you need to be thinking bigger than that. If you genuinely, there's no way that you can go to more than $25 a month, then that's where you have to start. Because the important thing is you get started. And I'm going to find that link for you again now. In fact, I'll put it in the box thing here. Let me find. Copy here. What do I mean copy here? Sorry, bear with me. Let's try Control C. Now then, back to here. And we put this in as a sticky. Do we have any questions, by the way? Okay, that's your join link. What you'll need to do is you'll need to join. That bypasses a couple of pages. But I think you still need to go through a couple of pages, terms and things like that. You will then get an email from the system, and you'll need to complete your registration from the link in that email. Once you've completed that registration, then you will have access to the back office, and you will be able to view that video, check out who your sponsor you want. If you don't want me as your sponsor, I mean, it won't upset me, don't get me wrong. I'm not bothered whether you have somebody else that you need to sponsor, but of course they need to be involved in the thing. So if somebody introduced you to the group and you want to join under them because they introduced you, that's fine. Just tell them to get in quick, because otherwise we're going live with this by the February the 1st, probably late on Sunday evening. So
there is no time to delay. You need to be in, you need to get upgraded, you need to be positioned as well as you can possibly be to benefit and profit from what's going on. And that is I'm just deactivating campaigns if you wonder what I'm doing, because they're all live at the moment because I use them live to take the screenshot. So I'm going to have to deactivate these campaigns, because if you are joining under somebody else, I want you to join these campaigns under whoever is your I don't know how to deactivate them now. There we go. I'll be going through and deactivating all those campaigns. So they'll all be deactivated by the time that you are paid and in there and have registered. They will be then reactivated by the time we've passed that cutoff date for yeah, I've still got that test figure in. Let me change that as well. No, it's not a penny, it is $25. I was testing some. Thanks very much for that. So don't pay that 1 cent. Let me correct things. Oh, we were testing this right up till late. So just a second, you will need, give me a second while I just correct that figure. Edit. Okay, that should be changed to 25 now. If you refresh your screen, it should be $25 loot. Same with you, Dime. Go back and it should be requesting $25 now. If you just check on that, you'll need to refresh, but it should be back to $25 now. I say we were testing this, and I wanted to test it live rather than in a sandbox, because I've done things with sandbox before, and then when we've gone live, it's not worked the same way. So there we go. So if you paid a penny, a cent, I'm going to just cancel that, and you won't get membership because I'll wipe you out. So don't think you've got away with them. It's going to be $25, and I set it at $25 because it's under the 27. 27 is where you get more resistance. 25, particularly if people know that they're getting $20 commission on every one they sell. It's a pretty easy sale. So hopefully, let me know if that's any other questions. We're doing this through PayPal at the moment. I will be adding in other options, but at the moment it's purely through PayPal, Catherine. Through PayPal, you can use your PayPal account, or you can use a card to pay. You don't have to have a PayPal account. What exactly do we have to do on a daily basis? On a daily basis, you will need to do nothing really. On a daily basis, you want to send traffic to your link. You may not be able to afford to do that on a daily basis, but we'll be talking about ways that you can do that free as well as with paid traffic. Paid traffic is going to get you there fast. The webinar is recorded, Jainesh, yes. The videos and everything will be in place, as I said, once we've got everybody that's joining now in position. We're going to do that after the cutoff date for positioning people. I wonder if the quick edit will work on that. We will be ready to roll by the 1st of February, GMT. Can you just check that? No, Maya, the process is no different for Double Diamond members, although I will be doing something special for them around this in the near future. But no, the process for registration and everything is exactly the same. It's separate from that, but I will be looking after the Double Diamond members. Has anybody now checked and found that it is back to $25 like it should be? The call center is extra. It will be an extra cost, and the call center deals with helping you make sales for traffic authority. That is all they specialize in. Okay, it's back to 25 US dollars. I thought it should be. That's great. You people can get in, and I say we will be going live. It'll be ready sometime Sunday. What you need to do Sunday, Sunday I'll be putting the links back. You need to get positioned, and there'll be a video on positioning to help you understand the best way of doing that and what is going to be best there. I've tried to be as upfront and transparent about all this as I possibly can be, but if you've got any questions, if there's anything you don't understand, you can ask now. You will get a chance in the future. Luke, if you went through the process, you will get an email where you have to register. I don't have a copy to download at present, John, no, but I will, as I said, I will be sorting something out on that for people as they've requested it. But it's not available currently, no. They. Just to clarify, Operation TWH and It's Happening Soon are two different programs.
They are totally different. There is no reason why uh, you can't use it's happening soon or anything else as a front end offer, um, which can be a split test on a um, on a landing page. But and there are other things that you can use as front end offers as well that you will have available, and we'll be going through those. But at the moment, no, they're not associated. The only thing is I'm paying for the programming on both of them. Um, you could say, if you like, that I own the programs, but I don't. I don't think of it that way. I think of the ownership being in your hands. It's up to you, and I dedicate the programs to God, in that the profits from them are going to be used for charitable means. So that is the link between them. They're both costing me money. But yeah, there will be an opportunity. I mean, this is the great beauty of these things. You can build your own offers around the whole thing. You can build your own wrapper around things and be totally unique. And we'll be doing a lot of work on how to do that, the best way to do it. Da, da, da. The important thing is to get in, one, which you're doing now for $25. Once we release the links, the important thing will be to decide on your positioning, get that done, and then the next thing after that, you will be promoting. And the easiest way to do that is through our traffic authority links that we'll be having there. And through emails to your list as you build your list. And we've got more back end stuff coming along as well. I mean, additionally, there are lots of things that we can do with this as a group. And there are things that if you want to go off on a tangent using this as a basic wrapper for something else that you're doing, then you can do that. You should receive a sign-up mail from lauraandfram.com, lauraandfram@gmail.com. You'll get an email from the system with your registration link. And then you click on that link, and you need to use that link to register because that's the way the system works. And I think that is explained, and maybe I bypassed the page that's explained on when I gave you that link. I'm not sure. Michelle, yeah, you will need to decide on your positioning, which offers you want to be a part of. Obviously, the free ones are no-brainers. You want to be an affiliate in all the free stuff. Um, so that's obvious. The other things, yeah, you will be able to add them in as and when. But there are certain things we recommend that you do pretty quickly, because we want you to make money pretty quickly, and you will need My Lead System Pro. There are two levels in it. There's a $150 level and there's a $50 level. I if you can't make the $150 level to start with, get in at the $50 level, but you'll only make $27 commission instead of $100 commission or something like that on that part of the funnel. So it's going to affect you. Plus, you won't get the funnel builder. I don't think. Do you get the CRM? Yeah, I think you get the CRM actually, but you don't get the funnel builder, and you don't get the massive vault of training, which we're going to be using as well. So do what you can. I'm working away on other things here while I'm yeah, Lena, Truth Without Hype and 2% Club, yeah, they're the same thing. Truth Without Hype is the name of the website. I couldn't get 2% Club. Somebody had already got it, but I don't like things with numbers in anyway. Particularly, you can't use a percentage sign in a web address. So yeah, we might change the name of the website to 2% Club or something. I don't know. It's very new. The important thing is in the yeah, the videos are blank. I told you that, Maya. They've deliberately been pulled down so that you can't promote. I don't want anybody promoting this until we've got the positioning sorted out, because it's going to affect the people that get paid commissions. For example, if you've introduced somebody, hello, here, Maya, and they join, they're going to be under me. We want them under you. So you want to check with anybody that you've introduced and say, you know, get in. Well, no, if they've not registered on this webinar or from the replay, which will go out automatically, it won't matter, because by that time you'll be in position and you'll be able to give them your links. But the reason I've pulled out all the videos, or most of the videos, out is because it will stop people promoting before I want them to. You'll be amazed at how much you can make in these little affiliate commissions as well, but they're not going to happen overnight. But things like Namecheap and GetResponse. GetResponse is the one we're really going to be pushing. They pay, I think it's 35%. GetResponse pay. So if somebody's in and they're paying $20, you make what, $7. So it may not sound like a lot, but let's suppose you've been doing an average of 600 clicks a month for a year. You're going to get at least 200 opt-ins a month average from that for a year, which is 200 times 24, 2,500 roughly. And if only 10% of them join GetResponse through your link. That's 250 people. 250 people at $7 a month is what is it? 700. It's over $1,000, isn't it? It's 1,400, $1,750 a month just from GetResponse. Okay, and then we've got other free things in there as well. So don't think that these little amounts aren't going to be valuable. They are going to be very valuable. I know that some of you are already in things like HTA, which is running the second funnel. I'm pretty sure you are, Lena. I think you're in High Traffic Authority. In fact, I know you are. Yeah, I know you are. So I've no doubt that you'll be running their funnel. I think you are an elite member of High Traffic Authority. So you will be in a great position because you'll be driving traffic to your squeeze page. They'll be opting into the Project Breakthrough offer, which is the $1.50 CPA offer for those of you that don't know. And so that'll put them automatically into your HTA funnel, plus they'll be in your 2% club funnel, or whatever you want to call it, whatever we're calling this. And you've got two bites of the cherry. There will be people that get involved in Project Breakthrough that don't have the confidence to upgrade in High Traffic Authority straight away, and you would perhaps lose them, but they will say, okay, yeah, I can do $25 or $180 even, or whatever for this, because it's there and it'll build, and when I'm making money, then I can expand the other one. So there are lots of benefits for it. Lots of benefits. No, you can't see anything until until Sunday, or I think there is one landing page still around somewhere if you dig around for it. But officially, no, there is nothing available until I get people positioned properly. I don't want commissions coming to me when they should be going to other people. Also, if you're in HTA, I mean, you get their funnel builder as well. I think it's more difficult to use and more confusing than the one in My Lead System Pro, quite honestly. And the one in My Lead System Pro, you can whack people straight into your CRM as well. So it's what I will probably be using in the future, even though I've got access to SiteSuite. It's very, very, very exciting times. Getting there with these campaigns, getting rid of them before you can find them. I think just got this one to go. I think we've removed them all then.
It's amazing how long these things take, even with we've got all this software installed here. But it took me probably a day to set up the to set up the links so that they'd work for everybody. The new funnel looks really good. Which funnel are you talking about, Lena? Are you talking about? Michelle, you'll be able to use any autoresponder you wish with our system. However, I am recommending that you use GetResponse, because GetResponse will work with the HTA system when you get involved in that as well. So it's up to you. I mean, if you've been around for a while, marketing for a while, you've probably got several autoresponders. I know Lena's been around a while. I don't know how many she's got, but I mean, I have about 6 different autoresponders that I use. There is perhaps a chance where you will want to use 2 different ones here, because I'm going to be running a special deal for our members here, the 2% Club, where I can actually get you what can we call them? Leads? I suppose they're leads. They're not the best leads, but they are people that have been interested in a business opportunity within the last 3 months. And we can get those for 15 cents. But then you've got to find a way of contacting them, and you can't load those into things like Aweber and GetResponse. But if you run them through a cleaner, list cleaner, once again, good. Another light bulb. That's another thing that really we need to have an affiliate plan for, a list cleaner. They're not expensive. They usually charge about 1 cent per email address, and they take out any bad email addresses, any people that have been reporting people, all this sort of thing. Then we can run them through, and I will allow you to upload those into the SFC autoresponder. So there's possibly an area where you might want to use 2 different autoresponders, because GetResponse is more universally accepted by other opportunities. You'll be able to use that with MLS, MyList Lead System Pro, and with High Traffic Authority. HTA funnel, their funnel thing, I think you could use the SOAP autoresponder in there actually, but you can use it here in this. But if you're progressing, you will probably need GetResponse as well. But yes, Michelle, here you will be able to use the SOAP autoresponder. You just need to extract information from the form code and put it in, and we'll be doing training on that. But if you're building your own pages as well, you can do that. Let me just check these campaigns now. I think I've got them all removed. Show campaign. No. No, they're all been removed. Good. SFC is the program that you'll get your computer backup from, John. It's $7 a month, and you get an autoresponder in it as well, and you get website hosting, and it's all for $7 a month. And that is something that we're going to be including in the funnel. It's a pretty easy sale. We're going to push it as the computer backup, and through that, people that spend $7, you get paid $5. So it's a nice commission for a $7 sale. And once again, that's paid instantly. So people get involved, and they
spend $25 that they can make $20 on, and then another $7. It's $32, and they can make $25 commission instant on that $32. And that is good news to help pay for your advertising. If you are, I mean, 3 sales of just those items is $100 near as damn it. So you make 6 sales with 200 clicks, and you paid for your advertising. And that's if they only get those 2 products, and the CPA offer as well. You're more than paid for your advertising. So you only need 1 upsell to MLSP out of 200, and you're making $100 a month net, aren't you? And it's all down to understanding the figures and how things work, and that's in the spreadsheets. And I will sort something out for you on that. I'll perhaps have a download in the members area or something. I'll find a way of doing it. But yes, Michelle, you do always collect email addresses. There is a way of doing it through the site as well, and we'll be going into that, because the site will have pages. At the moment they're very sparse, because we're looking at really at getting people into the membership area, and then in the membership area upgrading them, rather than sending them through lots of different upsells and downsells and things in the funnel. We're going to do it through the members area, because people get fed up with joining something and then, oh, and by the way, buy this. Oh, and by the way, buy this. And then, oh, you didn't want that. Well, buy this. And this was $100, but you can have half as much for just $60. And, you know, they end up going through 20 things before they get into the members area. So what we're doing is we're going to bring them into the members area, and then we're going to use the fear of loss and positioning to get people into the other programs, to make sure that they can make the maximum amount of money from it. So that's what SFC is, John. But essentially, yeah, we're going to be pushing that as the computer backup service. It's a really good computer backup service. I think Lena, you had a problem with your computer, and we're grateful for that backup service as well. And I know you told me that recently. All I've done is tested the front end of the funnel, John. I've not tested anything beyond that. So all I've tested is the conversion into the CPA offer, and that's running at over 40%. Yeah, there you go. That's why you need a computer backup. It's not if it happens, it's when it happens. Particularly the more you're using your computer. If you've got an online business, you're using it more and more and more, and something wears out, I suppose. I don't understand the technical side of things and what's going on inside the computer. But the bottom line is, you lose everything if you're not careful. And sometimes you can get somebody that can salvage it for you, and sometimes you can't. The first time mine crashed, I got somebody that managed to salvage most of the stuff that that I lost. The second time, when I was in Italy, I just lost it. And even though I brought the hard drive, because that hard drive had some stuff on it that was worth an awful lot of money. and nobody's been able to get that information off that hard drive for me. So if I'd have had this backup service, it would have saved me, or not lost me. It didn't save me money because I didn't actually spend it, but it lost me. It lost me a buyer's list, a buyer's mailing list of snail mail addresses. It was going back from when I used to have what do you call it? Can't think what I call it now. I used to send catalogues out and sell to people things. Mail order, mail order business, and there were somewhere between 20 and 30,000 buyers' addresses on that list, and I lost them all. You need to back up your computer. Okay. If you're on this webinar and you've joined already, that's great. If you are, if you have people that you know about, tell them that you'll give them a link on February the 1st, and you'll have your affiliate links then. In fact, you'll have your affiliate link now, but if you use it, they'll be totally confused when they get in here because, as I say, we've taken the videos out and there's no programs for them to join. I think the squeeze page I used at the moment, or the one I used just to test, was just, I think if you go to truthwithouthype.com, let me see if I can. Oh, what's the page? Let me just. Yeah, if you just go to the home page of the site, truthwithouthype.com, it's set as the home page at the moment. That will be changing, but it's there as the home page at the moment. So if you want to see that page, as I say, that converted to over 40% on the CPA offer. Not just opt-ins were better than that, but the CPA offer over 40%. Okay, I think you've probably had enough. I've had enough. What time is it? We've been going for 2.5 hours. So so I think we can call it a day at that. Okay. Get excited. This is big. It was going to be big when I had just my funnel. With the HTA funnel in as well, it's going to be doubly big. It's a double whammy. You are not going to believe how much money you are going to make with the system, and this will act as a perfect wrapper for the HTA system. Okay, so that's it. God bless, and I'll see you. We'll be having a members webinar that'll be in the members area. Probably, oh, I don't know. You'll be notified. We'll get this thing. It's going to be up and running 1st of February. We want you positioned by then, and we want you doing things. Okay. God bless you all. Thanks for attending, and here's to a very, very, very prosperous year for you. God bless.